Hello fellow YouTubers, today I'm going to be reviewing my custom Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Optimus Prime Cyberverse figure. This is from the Commander class toy line of the Cyberverse figures. We can see right here, for a comparison, I have the original figure right here. So size wise, they're about the same. This Optimus is a little bit taller, or they're about the same, close. But the tires on this one make him look taller. So what I did first was I mostly sculpted the rest of the stuff out of clay for this figure. I had to do some painting. I used spray paints. And I also, for the gun, the minigun, this figure didn't include a minigun right here. It included this little blaster or weapon launcher, which is kind of boring for the figure, but it's a Cyberverse figure, and it's very small, so not everything's going to be accurate about it. I try to capture most of the details from the show as possible. As you can see, here we have the minigun of the figure. I decided to give him a minigun. So this is completely custom. I used two guns, merged them together, glued them together to make this minigun. I really like it a lot. And he does have his original Star Saber. I just painted it. I try to make it look a little bit glowish, but kind of challenging. As you can see on the details, I just kept the original head of the figure. I don't want to mess it up since it has a really nice articulation. It goes up and down. So here's the head. Try to make it look a little bit more like Optimus with the little eye colors. The little highlights around his eyes. As you can see, you could still see the little lights right here. Couldn't do too much about that. And right here, I cut off the smokestacks. You can see some damage, but it also adds detail in the battle damage for the figure. I tried to take off the bulk of the figure, and I took the tires off as well. I just left them there as an option in case I ever do want to add them again. He does not transform, sadly, but I know most fans or people like the transformation, but personally, I just care mostly about the details of the figure or the figures. So here's the back. I made him a custom jetpack. I used cardboard for the wings parts, and I used clay for the engine parts. And the tires are completely made out of Play-Doh, so they're not 100% even. I used the Transformers Prime. I had some leftover parts from one of my other ones I broke as a kid, and I have a new one now. But as you can see, I used the smokestacks from the other Transformers Prime Optimus Prime Cyberverse figure from the original Transformers Prime Commander figure. So really cool, and I added some little paint details and textures. He does have some articulation. You can rotate him still, but a little bit limited. I don't want to mess with it too much. His arms do articulate. You can move him up and down. And his legs do move still. And you can get some cool poses with them a little bit. The joints are a little bit stiff though, however. But I don't plan on posing him too much. But I do think he's really cool still for just displaying. So I was kind of limited. I wasn't able to take off this piece of the figure, but I managed to hide it, sort of, you might say. So it's not too noticeable, but it's kind of not too much though. So the feet, I made them a little bit more bulky, and the knees as well. So overall, I think it's a really, really cool figure. I'm glad that I made it, and getting a comparison really quick once I stand him. He likes standing backwards or leaning backwards a little bit, or most of the time he does. His head does rotate a little bit as well, up and down, so you can get him in some flight poses as well. Just balancing him. I was planning on making some balancing parts for him, but either way works. So just pushing him back there for now. And the guns and the weapons are removable, so just really quick before I do anything else, see if I could get this, and the lighting as well, the better focusing. I am picky about quality, but for some reason, sometimes my camera likes to go out of focus, even my new phone. But here's the little Minigun. That must be a setting I have to do. Maybe there's a auto setting I have it on instead of just automatically focusing. But as you can see, this is the little gun. It's a minigun. Doesn't have all the little same exact number of the barrels, but still works. I like it still. It's pretty accurate. Here's the other side. So a really cool figure, and the sword's the same as well. So I have to be very gentle when I put this on, since I used clay for the parts, and I made little windows as well and painted them. So I do like the figure a lot. So focusing in on that, wasn't looking at the camera for a slight second there. So I'm going to try to get some of the other figures in really quick for a comparison. So here's the figure next to some of the other figures. I really do like the custom once again. It is not 100% accurate in all the details, but I am satisfied with it rather than having this. And I'm not downing Hasbro's toy line. I really did like these figures, and I did play with them a lot when I was younger. And I'm glad that some of them are surviving, most of them actually. Some of them were only damaged in the process, but really cool. I liked the toy line. It was very unique. Kind of sad they ended it. Some of the figures, such as the Soldier Magnus one, were only available in the UK for a short time and never released in the US due to other movie products being shipped in. So they didn't have enough time, I guess, or a budget to make them and send them. But really cool figures. I do like them a lot. And right here, as you can see, Ratchet's a little bit damaged in the front from play from originally in the past. I am working on repairing that. I'll have that repaired soon, and I'll also be reviewing him. But really glad to have these figures, and these are all the Autobots from the Beast Hunters series of Season 3 of Transformers Prime. So really had a great time with the series. Thanks again for watching. I'll see everyone, or I'll see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching.